Hey everyone, in today's video I'll show you why 90% of job applicants have their resume rejected before any human review. We use AI to run a full resume health check in 5 easy steps. First is keyword alignment, second is ATS compatibility, third step is resume red flags, fourth is spammy language, and finally improvement opportunities. Let's focus on the first step, which is keyword alignment. We start by checking whether the resume reflects actual language used in the job description. Applicant Tracking Systems, or ATS, heavily rely on this step. Let's upload both CV and job description onto ChatGPT and use this prompt. Compare this resume with the job description. List the most important keywords in the job description that are missing or underrepresented in the resume. In a few seconds, ChatGPT detects major keyword gaps. Notice how it identifies several terms like curriculum development and assessment that don't appear in my CV. These keywords are often hard filters in applicant tracking systems. If terms like these are missing, your application might never reach human eyes. In the second step, we check ATS compatibility. We should focus on how applicant tracking system would read the document. It's not reading like a human. It parses data, structures, and scores based on keyword density and formatting. We can use a prompt like this. Score this resume for ATS compatibility with the following job description. Use a 0 to 100 scale and explain the score in detail. In response, artificial intelligence gives a numerical rating which is 48 out of 100 in our case. Looking at the breakdown, a score of 40 has been assigned to technical match, from which we achieve only 20. Technical match includes hard skills, terminology, and explicit qualifications. Score of 20 has been assigned to stakeholder and people skills, from which we only achieved 10. In terms of strategic and policy alignment, we score 6 out of 20. Considering keyword and ATS optimization, the achieved score is 12 out of 20. Our total score is 48 out of 100, but the number is less important than the reason behind it. It tells you that although your content is strong, you are missing critical job-specific terms. Also, your file format or structure isn't ideal for parsing. It also flags overly academic content or dense formatting that confuses the parser. This step helps you shape the resume not just for people, but for machines. In the third step, we focus on resume red flags. By the way, only around 48% of our channel regular viewers are subscribed. If you are enjoying our content, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you. In step 3, we identify any parts of the resume that could actually reduce success chances. We will provide this prompt to ChatGPT. What are potential red flags in this resume that could lead to an automatic rejection? Consider both ATS systems and human reviewers. Here we can see a summary of potential red flags, their source being applicant tracking system, hybrid, and human. The impact of the first ATS red flag is the resume won't be ranked or matched. The next 2 red flags are relevant to both ATS systems and human reviewers. The impacts are being unqualified or viewed as unrelated. The following red flags are related to lack of public sector alignment, overqualification, and unsuitable lengths and detail for the CV. We now move to stage 4, which focuses on spammy language in the CV. Let's provide this prompt to ChatGPT. Identify any vague, generic, or overused terms in the resume. Suggest clear role-specific alternatives. As you can see, ChatGPT has returned spammy terms and recommended replacements. In the middle column, it specifies why it's problematic. For example, the first term is found to be too generic for an applicant tracking system or public sector reader who is unfamiliar with academia. Other terms toward the end of this list are too broad and jargon-heavy. There is also a list of generic phrases to be rephrased. The problems here are being overused, feeling like fillers, and being generic. For example, the phrase keynote talk is very generic, and the suggestion is to specify the event and how it relates to educational leadership. We can now move to the 5th step, which is finding improvement opportunities. We ask GPT-5 to summarize the top 5 opportunities to improve the resume to better align with the job description. As you can see in the results, the first suggestion is to explicitly address school curriculum experience. The second suggestion is to add public sector and policy relevant language. The third one is to demonstrate experience supporting teachers and schools. The fourth recommendation is to remove condensed academic and research details. And the final suggestion is to include a public sector focused executive summary. We can even ask GPT-5 to draft a revised version for us. The professional summary reads much better than the original version in my resume. Just listen to this.
Accomplished academic leader and curriculum strategist with over 15 years experience in education program development, stakeholder engagement, and policy-aligned research. Proven track record in leading large-scale curriculum initiatives, developing cross-disciplinary learning frameworks, and managing externally funded education projects across government, industry, and university sectors. Demonstrated expertise in designing and implementing innovative learning programs that support critical thinking, ethical reasoning, and inclusive education. Strong understanding of Victorian curriculum, F10, goals and capability-based learning, with a commitment to supporting schools and educators through evidence-informed practice. Committed to public sector values of integrity, accountability, and responsiveness in the delivery of education that meets the diverse needs of learners and communities.
The executive summary is impressive, and following these 5 easy steps, we now have significantly reduced the chance of automatic rejection by ATS systems and human reviewers. My friends, the final word of advice when applying for different positions is to be resilient and do not become disappointed after the first rejection. Hopefully, you found our workflow to improve your resume using AI helpful. If yes, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. As always, you can ask your questions in the comment section below. See you in the next one.